Check, 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 check. Hello? Hello, hello. If you're watching this after I'm live, we do these live streams every 2 weeks. It's just a Q&A. So if you have questions, tune in for the next one. Cool. I'm going to share this with everybody. Going live on YouTube for the Q&A. Oh, I grabbed a great thumbnail of me coughing right there at the beginning. All right, let's share it with Twitter. Live stream Q&A. Tweet. Cool, you can't see the thumbnail on that one. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Let me just get everything situated here. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Yep, I hope everyone's safe and warm and taken care of. Lots of crazy stuff going on, it seems like. But I hope you're all doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome. Just hanging out here for a few minutes, letting people jump in. I got started a little bit early. Yeah, but I hope everyone's doing great. Thanks for joining. Excited to be here. Hang out for a little while, see what you all are working on, see how we can help. Welcome, welcome. Just hanging out here for a few minutes, letting people join in. What's going on? How is everyone? Hope you're doing okay, wherever you are. Excited to be hanging out for a little bit. Cool. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. Thanks for jumping in. Happy to hang out for a little while. Looking forward to any questions that you may all have. So if this is your first live stream, we do this every 2 weeks. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. where we just kind of answer questions, go through anything you might be working on, talk about the product, talk about anything you might need help with, and just kind of hang out. I think it's a good time. Every time I've had fun, at least. But I hope everyone's doing great. I'll give it a few more minutes. I'm excited to hear what you all are working on. I've been doing a lot of cron stuff this week and last week. Definitely could be a better Java programmer. That's one thing I learned today. I need more practice. Yeah, Java and JavaScript. Those are the two that trip me up. JavaScript not so bad, but Java gets me every time. Every time I pull in a Java module. Welcome to the live stream. So as always, we're happy to answer any questions, help you with anything that you may be working on. I'll dive into a little product demonstration here while we wait on more people to join. I'll be happy to go back through it whenever we get more people. But essentially, WayScript is a platform that lets us build applications super fast with a bunch of pre-built tools inside of an environment that we can control. So let's build something simple to start off. Let's say we want to make some application that runs every day that uses our own custom Python code. We've already done that in like 30 seconds, and then we can input our own code into the editor. Here, inside of Python, the interconnectivity of modules can be seen using the variables system. So once we run this and we create a variable using Python, we can use that with other modules. So let's say I wanted to have a custom email system using Python. We can pull in SendGrid and create that. So then I can just select that variable and pull it in to another module and connect these two seamlessly. Welcome to everyone joining in. But the cool thing is we have an environment here that we can control. So let's say we're doing something a little bit more sophisticated. We can go in to our requirements file for this Python step and define requirements that we need to run. So we know exactly what we're executing, and then we can share this with other people. If I'm on a team, I think I have a sample one on this account. I do. We can share scripts with teammates, giving it a few seconds to load. We'll go into it. Welcome to everyone joining in. This is our, every 2 weeks we do a Q&A. So if you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. Loading this up. I have a lot of stuff on my account, so I believe it takes it a minute. There we go. We can go into our team and we can share applications that we build with our team or coworkers and know that we're all running the appropriate code in the right environment. This allows us to build together and stand up applications in no time. Which, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to WayScript. And there's a lot more that you can do with it that it'd take me another 5 minutes to go through. But that's the start of it, and that can get you going. There's a lot more power under the hood. So yeah, we're just hanging out. Welcome to everyone joining in. I hope you're all doing fantastic and staying warm and safe wherever you are. While there's no questions, I will just go through a few builds that I'm working on. We'll actually open one up from our marketplace. Let's see. I've been working on Java, so I was looking for a good example. We'll go pull this one in. So each Q&A, I usually try to highlight some script from the marketplace. And if you're unfamiliar, how the marketplace works is we have developers creating scripts and sharing these with their community. So you can come on here and clone these to your own account, which I'll do with this one. Cloning that to my own account, I can now use it and edit it just like it was my own. I'm checking out his Python code. So yeah, what's going on in this one is, looks like every day at 9 a.m. he's pulling all the events of his Google Calendar and then writing them to a file using Java. Pretty cool. Nice. Okay, so there's your highlight. If you're joining in, welcome to the Q&A. Our staff is in chat, and I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. Happy to talk and see what's going on, see what you're working on. Let me make sure. Okay. I wanted to make sure my window wasn't bugged out. Cool. Okay. So while we're just hanging out, let's build some scripts. I think I'm working on JavaScript next, but I don't want to live type JavaScript. So let's do some Selenium examples. Selenium example form. So nothing prepared, just kind of building out this little script. I'll go and steal some code from the marketplace for Selenium. I guess it's in the docs too. Go into the docs and getting some code, copying this. And let's build a web scraping app. So going back to that script, we got our Python step, and let's type some Python code. Pasting this in. So all we're doing is importing WebDriver from Selenium. Have a few configuration options so we can run this. And then we're going and getting WayScript.com. Then we print the page source. So this is straight from our docs. So if you haven't seen this example, what it'll do is give us back WayScript's page source. Executing this. Oh, let's go ahead and pass this So I'll say variables ps is equal to that Python variable ps. Running this again. Now we get that page source as a WayScript variable that we can use later on. Cool. Now that we have that, let's pass it. We actually don't need this HTML module. I just have it. So I'll delete this. And then we'll give an HTTP response. We'll pull in this HTML, which is just that Python variable that we created, and that will be our response content. So if we wanted to stand up a little clone of the HTML of that web page, we could do that using a trigger. Turning this on, we'll go and view it. I may have went too quickly. Let's try again. Nice. So in just a few minutes, taking that code snippet example, we were able to stand up a little hosted URL that mocks the HTML of a website that we picked. Let me go ahead and refresh. Welcome, welcome. Aha, it was my fault. I see you now. I didn't think anyone was in here. That's so strange. All right, now we're good. No wonder, I was like, it's awful lonely in here. I don't know what happened. All right, let's see what's going on. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. We have to build ourselves a distribution script. I will be doing a live stream after this, Derek, and I'm hoping to weave in WayScript into the conversation. Oh, that's cool. If you send it over, I'll be happy to. I want to watch. That's cool. Hello, glad to check in. Oh, glad you're here. I'm glad to be here and nice and warm. Oh, that's awesome to hear. As a small business owner, what would be a reason to utilize the enterprise version? I already am a superhero user. Bunch of reasons. I think, yeah, Nihar got to you. We are planning to release more details on our enterprise plan soon, but the primary benefits are dedicated support and higher script performance by provisioning a dedicated container. Yeah, so stuff running a lot faster and better support. Anything we can help you with. I'm sure Nihar will be happy to talk to you if you want to send him a message. Let's see. I'm planning to build a distribution network with WayScript. Hey guys, long time. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Sorry about that. Sorry about not getting chat. I don't know. I wonder if I can pull it up in a different browser. I wonder if my internet is just not being great right now. Well, apologies about that. Maybe it'll live update whenever it's popped out. I'll pull it over here to the side just in case. So yeah, no questions that I see. So yeah, I'm going through. I wonder. Yeah, it hides it. Oh no. Hmm. Okay, at least I can see my own. Hopefully, I'm getting the live feed of your questions. Going through this application. So let's see, where were we? We stood up a. Have we finished the website? We have. So there's a brief Selenium demo. There'll be content on this coming up in a few weeks. Some more content on it. We already have a little bit, but trying to make more. Let's see. So I have a question about APIs. You guys have a lot of neat packages, but as a guy trying to get into this thing, I'm wondering how to utilize other APIs not in your pre-built packages. Yeah, so you can do that. Uh, that's the no limits of our catchphrase. So all the APIs that we implement are just through code. So whatever your programming language of your choice is, you can come on and use code to connect to those APIs. Example, how to integrate Stripe payment system. Yeah, so how I would do that, I know the Stripe module isn't very good right now, and that is my fault. Yeah, so if you didn't want to use any of these modes, then you could just go in, and I like Python, but you can use whatever you want to make the request. And then I will pull up their API. So here's their reference. I believe with them, you can just get a token. Yeah, so you can get your API key. Here is a, this is probably my account if I'm still signed in. Oh, I have to go and change this, but, well, no, I think that's fine. I cleared my browser history before this, so surely that's just a test one. Okay, test. Hopefully it's not connected to my account, but if it is, oh well. Um, I don't have anything in Stripe anyways. But so I don't think Stripe is imported by default. So we could go and add it to our requirements. And then whatever action you want to do. So let's say we want to get, mm, what's something we don't have? We don't have charges, events, payouts. Oh, wrong window. We don't have errors. We can take charges just so it'll be easy. Paste that in. And of course, this probably won't run right now. Stripe account, just because I don't know these parameters. But you could put it all inside here. So this looks like I'd have to go through and actually read the docs to know what I'm pulling in. But this looks like it's saving a charge. And this Stripe account, I believe, would be the customer account. But I'm not entirely sure at the moment. But you could access the API like this. So the credentials right here are something that we're working on. That way you don't have to put it in like plain text or in a file or something else. We're working on a better solution for this. But for the moment, this works. Just make sure not to share it with anybody. And then you can connect through APIs like that. So I don't know what the object that they return for a charge is. They might return a response. So then we could say like variables, whatever the response was to the charge object. I don't know if that's where they send the post. I'd have to dive into it a little bit more. But then you could connect it like that. I hope that answers your question. You could just do it all through code. So we can look at another API if you want to. Let's see. Looking through the docs a little bit. Let's see what Stripe is doing. Yeah. So this probably is a self-contained example instead of looking at charges. So then the response will just be this line here. Oh, let's make it a dictionary. I forget. Let's see what it returns. And then we'll take whatever information we want from it. Oh, I should probably print so I can see it. Man, my live coding is rough today. All right, print dictionary. So we get back this struct, and let's say we want to do something with, well, that's not a dictionary. It's like half of a dictionary. I don't guess we print all of it. So let's just pull up the docs again and see. So let's say we want to get we'll get the description. And we want to use that in our application. Response description will be equal to get description. All right, let's run this. And now this should create a variable with that description that we get from that API that we can use. We'll get rid of this Stripe step. So let's say we wanted a Slack message of this description for whatever reason. We could just pull it in to the message. So hopefully that answers a little bit of your question. And we are working on a better way to do this right now. That way you don't have to share it. I think a secondary ideal solution would be to put an API as a variable. Oh yeah, that would be cool. It gets yeah, it if you're doing like post interactions to those APIs, then it gets a little bit harder to do it programmatically. But if you're just sending a GET request to whatever API, then for sure. So like this could be our API URL. And then if you just want to send a GET request, you don't have to use any code at all. You can just use the request library. So then you could pull it in to that URL, and that will give you the response, which you couldn't pass like a key or anything to it. I don't believe. Oh, you can with the URL parameters. And I guess does this accept pills? It does. So yeah, you could do that even if you wanted to do a post request. Of course, different APIs have different, ways that they accept headers and stuff of that nature. So programmatically, I mean, it might be a little tough, but you can do it. Stripe API code, then in Python API, Stripe API. Yeah, I believe so. Let's see. So payments can be made with this API integrated with Stripe and WayScript. Yes, I believe so, to answer that question. To my understanding, they can be. Yes, looks that way. I would imagine Stripe provides some sort of sandbox. Mind blown. That's awesome. I'm glad that that's what you were going for. Yeah, you can integrate whatever you wanted. And you could, I mean, it's probably not the cleanest way to put multiple APIs all into one Python script or one Python step, but you could do it. So if I have another API, you could just get it all right here, or definitely in the same. I don't know if we have best practices around that, but I would assume a second Python step to do the second API, unless you need it all in one. But I guess it's irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. However you want to do it. And then, like I was saying, the credentials will get updated here soon. That's on the roadmap. Welcome to everyone joining in. This is our Q&A. We do it every 2 weeks. We're just gonna hang out, answer questions, see what you're working on, see if I can help you any. Our staff is in chat, happy to help too. They're much smarter than me, so if you got any really tough questions, I'm sure they'll be able to help. But yeah, just going through a few product demonstrations. Yeah, so let's see if we can find an API that we can just send a GET request to. Test API. I feel like I do this every 2 weeks. I need a little API, and I feel like I always create it, but I want to find one that's super simple that I can use on the fly instead of having to build it. So if you know any good little simple APIs, I would love to hear about them. Programmable web. Will this video and template be available for the Stripe API connections? Yeah, so the live streams, they stay public. So you can go and watch any of the live streams. Preferably not the first few ones because I was still trying to figure it out. But Yeah, they're all on the YouTube channel. And if you want the template, I can share it. I can definitely make a better one, but this is what this one was. Yeah, that would probably be a good video to do, is connecting to an API that we don't have. That's probably a really good video for us to make. Programmable web. Let's check that out. API. Yeah, I'll check this out. What is REST API? What does REST mean? REST is just a protocol, I believe is the right word. So it's just kind of how it happens. Um, I, yeah, it's just, I don't know a good way to explain it. There's probably a really good explainer video on it, and I would hate to steer you in the wrong direction with what I say, but it's kind of just like how the communication happens, right? Like it's through the API requests to URLs and like the protocol behind that. Please, I would appreciate the shared template. Yeah, uh, it's that link that I shared. I can, I might have another one on my account now that I think about it. Let me see if I have a better one. API. Yeah, I feel like that's probably something we should definitely. Yeah, I kind of can't believe that I don't have anything for that use case. I'll sneak that in this week because I need a good example on that. I wonder if we have one through the WayScript account. No, we don't. I'll get a good video up this week about that because I feel like that would be useful. What are the different types of protocols? Oh, there's a bunch. I don't mean to put you on the spot like this. No, it's okay. I'm very comfortable not knowing the answer to questions or like how to explain it well. Um, I would, there's a lot of different ones. Um, I don't know if, let's look it up. I want to say GraphQL is its own, but it's probably not. It's probably just SOAP. Hmm. So GraphQL is a type of SOAP, to my understanding. So yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. I mean, it's kind of all the same, but differ in the way that the interaction is handled, right? So like REST is just the protocol really when it comes to like how servers communicate with each other. And you can have different protocols and each one has its own different advantages to my understanding. But I've only ever really used REST APIs for the most part. Um, I guess I've used some JSON ones, but yeah, I'm definitely not well versed enough to give a good explanation of what are the different advantages and disadvantages. I'm sure someone out there knows it really well though. But all I usually do is RESTful APIs for the most part, and sneak into some JSON ones, I suppose. Your ticket taking system would be a good example with a few adjustments for using Stripe. Oh, that would be neat. So like each ticket is a Stripe payment, or like kind of like a receipt almost. Yeah, that'd be neat. And thanks for checking out that ticket taking system little video. That one was tough on me, but it's fun to do. It's fun to do. I think I ended filming with like 60 gigabytes of data or something crazy, and stayed up until like 2 in the morning editing, you know. Yeah, they had to pay for a ticket. Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. And then you can make like each ticket could be a shareable endpoint where they could go and like pay for it. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool. I wonder if that's in the marketplace. Oh, that one doesn't look right. I think that's the one I had issues with. Let's see. We'll go and clone that. Ticket management video. Number of runs of 106. Wow. Let's see. Dashboard. Hmm. Can you not view the link of a publicly shared script? Hmm. Wait, this is under my account. Aha, I can go and see it. Let's pull it up. Welcome to everyone. I'm just kind of hanging out right now. If you got any questions, we're happy to answer them. Ticket management video. Let's pull this up. I hope there's nothing bad on a ticket, because I think I made it public for anyone to make the tickets. This is hilarious. I love it. Yeah, maybe I start doing comedy skits. Let's see. Loading this up. So for anyone that doesn't know what this is, we put out a few YouTube videos that go through the process of like a ticket management system. I can show you well, I guess this is pretty much it. So we got a dashboard that shows all the tickets, where you can create tickets, review tickets, and then close tickets. So all the created tickets will show up on this dashboard when it loads. We have a form to create tickets, and then we can click on each ticket to review them. Once we review it, we can close the tickets through this helper function. So that's what this build was. I don't know if my internet is struggling because I'm live streaming, or what's going on. Aha. Help. ASAP. Learn more. It looks like it's already been closed. We we broke it. So there is an edge case that I realized at the end of putting this out, is that if you have two tickets with the same name, uh, and one of them remains open somehow, that they both get displayed. And in this case, I think there's 3 tickets out and one is open, and for some reason not showing on the dashboard. So I'll have to dive into this and figure out what's going on. Can WayScript compete with Shopify in terms of movement and scaling if you build a website? Um, so yeah, all the endpoints, like if you create uh, like this URL here, um, if it started getting a ton of traffic, then we scale everything. So it would be up. Um, Scaling wise, no problem. I don't know what movement means in terms of movement, but uh, like traffic, yeah, traffic. So if you get a lot of traffic, then yeah, we can scale, or we do scale. No, we can scale. We do scale to your application's needs. So you start getting a lot of traffic, then yeah, it'll scale, and you won't have to touch it. It just does it automatically. I like your question in terms of movement and scaling. Yeah, I hope the answers are right. If I'm misunderstanding the word movement, uh, let me know, and we can talk about it. Thanks. No problem. How does WayScript handle caching for APIs? Uh, you mean like the modules that we built, or like if so, like implementing your own API? Like, does it cache? That's a depending on the the way you're accessing it. I think right now someone might have to correct me in a chat, but I believe right now the way that it's set up is that if you execute code through a module, then we cache it for, I don't know the length, but I believe we do. Through a module, I believe, I don't know. Through like doing the interaction through a module, I don't know. I would assume that we don't, but I'm not for sure. Yeah, but through that was an improvement that the backend team has been working on, is making the code interactions faster and better. Hopefully that answers your question, unless you're wanting like more technical of an answer, which I could probably get for you. I could ping the guy, but I don't know the more technical side of like how we actually do it. But yeah, just let me know. I'd be happy to send him a message. Well, cool. Thanks for jumping in. I'm getting more and more viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Q&A. We do this every 2 weeks. Happy to answer any questions. Our staff is in chat, ready to help. I try to help as much as I can. Happy to talk about what you're working on, or what's going on. where you need help, what we could be doing better, any feedback for us. How does the software feel? Any feedback there? We spent a lot of this quarter trying to optimize performance. So hopefully the software is feeling smooth. So Derek, is there a video that shows how to build a scalable website? In terms of traffic, every website you build will be scalable. So like sample website. I probably have a lot of those in my account. So we have a trigger, the response, and then a little bit of HTML code. Open this up. And I might have some cool HTML on GitHub. Let me see. If we can build some neat application here. Web interfaces. No, it's all taking data for dashboards. Yeah, so we'll leave it as the default. Default HTML, pull it into that response for that HTML content. And then once you turn this on, I mean, even if you start getting tons of traffic, we should be able to handle it, no problem. Scaling is no problem. Of course, this runtime that happens is like on your account. So if you start getting a ton of traffic, then your usage might go up. But I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. So everything's scalable. I probably have a video. There's probably a video example. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, they're all dashboards. So I don't want to give a super long video. Excuse me. When it's really just kind of this. I can share this too, just in case you want it. Little simple build, but this will be scalable in terms of traffic. Custom URLs is on the roadmap at some point. So right now, this .io address, you can change it, the trailing portion of it, but you can't change the actual URL. So that's something that we're working on sometime down the road. With the stripes. Oh, I totally missed that part after talking about this for that long. Yeah, so so let's say you have some type of form, right? And you want to pass that to Python, and that form is backed by some Stripe interaction. Then you could just take that information here, and then whatever interaction you need to do, you can write code for it. But it scales just the same. I'll tell you, I'm a digital marketer by profession. Oh, that's cool. So I've decided to build my own tools to make my profession more efficient. Hey, that's awesome. Let me know if you build anything cool, because that's, something that I kind of do a little bit of. Nihar says, "Hi Tim, we do Cache Python or other code libraries such as Stripe. example Derek just showed for your script, so they do not need to install every time the script runs. Yeah, so the code modules definitely are. And like Nihar is saying, it's to speed up runs, optimize it. Yeah, the WayScript engine scales by only executing your script when it is triggered. Therefore, it is extremely useful for automation and other tools, but Shopify might have more templates and features for building out a full e-commerce site. Yeah. Yeah, we can handle the traffic, though, if you want to send it to us. But yeah, they probably have more templates. And give me a little bit of time. I'll take down Shopify. I'm just kidding. If anyone is Shopify users or anything, I probably can't outdo Shopify yet. But someday, who knows? But yeah, send us the traffic. We do have some endpoints that get hit a lot or get a lot of traffic, and it just scales up like how it's supposed to. Hello, David. My 2 cents for comparing to Shopify is there's a way to do things from simplicity. One of the things I do first is remove a lot of fat and stick to essential. Sorry, my camera's right in the way. Let me move the window instead of the chat. There's a way to do things from simplicity. One of the things I do first is remove a lot of the fat and stick to essentials first and then build from there. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Get the framework and understand the core and then add the features on top of it. I'm new. May I know what this channel is about? Yeah, so we're a web application that helps you build software extremely quickly and efficiently. So you can build little applications that do all sorts of stuff. You can build Slack bots, Discord bots, and then way more in-depth tools too. So you can create custom code to do almost anything. We'll go to the marketplace and check it out. Yeah, so if you want to check out our marketplace, here's a lot of builds from other developers. And what each one of those little cards represent is an environment that people have put logic and code into to do something. So that should give you a lot of ideas, hopefully. It's kind of limitless. But I know a good answer is I know a good answer is not anything you want to do, but you can almost do anything that you want to do right now with a little bit of code, and then we handle all the infrastructure and such, so you can stand up those applications quickly. Is there a pre-framework template? Pre-framework template. On Shopify? Is that the question? I'm not sure. I haven't used Shopify. Nihar says, great point. Derek's example of a ticket management system is a way that WayScript can be used to replace software that costs thousands if you focus on the core features. Yeah, absolutely. And way more customizable. I think, there's a lot to be said about only having those core features. I remember the first place I interned was a pizza factory, and I remember getting sat down in front of SAP to look at their internal tooling essentially. And SAP is just the meanest, most unpleasant software ever, but it has everything that you could ever need, right? And I think WayScript is a great alternative. You know, if you have the time to build the custom tools anyways that you're going to do in SAP, then just build what you need. Now, I'm not saying SAP doesn't have a good place in some businesses, but WayScript tackles a lot of challenges that people have in the workplace for sure. For building the e-commerce site, the core template. I don't know if I have one. If I do, I did it with Stripe. The very first script in my account is Stripe. Yeah, I don't think I have one. Um, they may have one, and if it's just HTML, you could always just bring it over. Yeah, WayScript is a rapid development hub for developers to build internal tools in a fraction of the time. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We can build stuff quick. I've been practicing. Someone 2 weeks ago in our last live stream uh, asked me how fast they could stand up a website. I've not actually practiced, but we'll practice right here. So if someone wants to time me, oh no, I misclicked. Nice. And just like that, we stood up a web page. I think that was under a minute at least. I don't have a stopwatch. But yeah, you can do it super quick. And like those sorts of interactions are not that fast anywhere else I've seen. Bring it over. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm. I don't know the specifics of like Shopify HTML pages. Um. Oh, I see. Shopify is more of a WordPress type deal. Yeah. So I'm not too sure on if they host templates or not. Um, but if they do, I mean, somewhere, like if you could just find the HTML code and bring it over and like in this example, just paste it in to this editor, then you could serve it as a response to anyone that came to that URL. Um, there's probably a lot more to it, which you probably can do it. I don't know if it would be the most effective right now. But that's something that we're looking at too, is like hosting full projects. Hey, bro. Hey, Justin. They do. Yeah. So if you know where they're at, um, if you just want to play with it, I think that would be a good starting step. So like if you went and found the HTML and just brought it over and placed it in, you might need a CSS, and you can use that too. So like put in the CSS first, and then pull in the HTML, and then pass it as a response, and you can see it and host it. Do you need a hosting service? No, we take care of that. Uh, so we host it for you. We host it for you. So it, um, let's see if I already have a good one. Oh, I can show you um, Plotly. We'll give it a few seconds to load. But yeah, we host it. Nope, WayScript hosts all your scripts on our engine. Yep. And you can bring your own .com. See, not yet. Not yet. That's something that's on the roadmap, but not something you can do currently. I don't know. The last, yeah, I don't know. I know it's definitely a high priority, but I don't know when yet. So someday. Does WayScript integrate with any software licenses platforms so developers can control user access levels? Not yet, not currently, but that's something that we talked about uh, too. So right now, one of the big projects is credentials management, and I believe the conversation was once we get that, access levels would be super cool to do. Um, and we have teams right now, but everyone on the team is an admin. So it would be cool if you could have different permissions on a team. But if you have any specific ideas too, uh, I'm sure uh, we'd love to. I mean, we'd love to hear them. It's on the roadmap, but if you want any input on like how we build it out once it comes, it'd be awesome to have your input. But not yet, not currently. No way to do it. I'm sure there is a way to do it, but it's not native to the platform. Um, let's see. So what would the address look like? Here's one. I went and grabbed this script. So this is a little. Here's a URL. I just posted it into chat. That's what it looks like. You can change the trailing information, and like you can set query parameters and stuff. But it's the program ID and then followed by WayScript.io. I learned that if you use JavaScript files, you can call WayScript remotely. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I still need to learn more JavaScript. I know, I probably know the least right now about GraphQL. It's just so hard to sit down and type out a query right now for me. Like I can understand it once I've like copied one over and pasted it, but I just haven't spent the time. That's probably my worst, and then uh, probably Java, and then JavaScript. I know enough in JavaScript, but not a whole lot. I don't know any JavaScript either. I'm glad I'm not alone. What's the name of the template for the e-commerce format? I have to edit scripts. Same, same. I can do like simple, simple stuff, but I don't know. Always, my struggle was building nice looking web pages. So my CSS, and then I tried to get a little bit of JavaScript knowledge, but the front end team impresses me so much. Because I feel like a lot of back end is logic, you know. At least I understand that with Python. But what's the name of the template for the e-commerce format? So we don't have one through WayScript. But if you're looking for a Shopify one, I would have to look it up. Uh, I'm not too familiar with Shopify. I'm sorry. But I'm sure they exist somewhere. And the challenge is just where. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help on that one. Well, cool. Captain Morgan says, my suggestion, learn how to build a cart. Yeah. Yeah. Essentially, that's what the core of it is, right? And figure that out and then go from there. No, for the e-commerce on WayScript. Yeah, we don't have any. We don't have any yet. So, um, our main focus has been internal tooling. Maybe someday we get to like full-fledged templates uh, and stuff of that nature. But it's definitely not something that is on our roadmap at the moment. So I don't have any tutorials or anything. I think it's probably capable. Like you're able to do it, surely. Um, but I just don't have any templates. I don't think. Well, all right. Might get off here. It's always so fun hanging out. I kind of hate getting off. It's funny. The first one, I was like so ready at like 4:50. I was like, ah, I was almost embarrassed for my first live stream. But now it's like I'm kind of want to hang out, but I got a little bit of work to do. So if there's no more questions, I might jump off here. Need to edit a video today. Yes, the shopping cart has to process stored data. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool project. And good to know how it works, right? Make you appreciate the Amazon purchase a little bit better when you go and add something. Well, all right. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope we were able to answer any questions. We're all in Discord. Let me get the link for that. So if you want to come hang out, uh, we're there to answer any questions that you may have. Let me get the invite link. Yeah, here we go. Here's the Discord link. So come hang out. We're in there all the time. Happy to answer any questions. Help out with anything that we can. And yeah, we'll do this again in 2 weeks. So hopefully we see you all there. And until then, have fun building. All right. Bye, everyone.